All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the one, the only, the infamous, the legend in his own mind, Anthony Greeno, who now has claimed that he got this whole case 100% right, which is just hysterical because he was every every week there was a new bridge guy and there was a new somebody. Well, anyways, he's claiming he called this whole case. Uh, he he's the one that called Chadwell and everything. In not one of his videos did he say it was Chadwell or any of these guys. I don't know, but let's take a listen to him claiming that he called this whole thing. He's live right now. I'm not going to scream him or show anything, but let's listen.
By law enforcement and statements made by the defense, who's telling on themselves, they're just laying out the timeline that I created years ago, 4 years ago, 4 or 5, 2018. What's that?
All right, so Anthony Greeno is claiming that the police had no idea what they were doing. And he created 6 years ago, a year into the case, a reenactment, which he placed someone on the bridge and had them walk down the bridge. Before anybody knew who Bridge Guy was, Anthony Greeno claims he knew exactly how the crime went down, which is shocking, right? A year into the case. Good evening, Miss Debbie Fox. All right, let's listen one more time to what he's saying, real fast.
Everybody, I've been right 100%. What?
Debbie, can you hear his voice? Can you hear it?
100%.
Debbie? Yeah? All right, let's listen.
About a lot of details on this case, where he parked, where he would have lived, where he would have worked. The style, or the profile fit 100%. Richard Allen, he'd never committed a crime before. He's going to be someone right there in plain sight, right? This is where I thought he parked. This is how I thought the crime went down. I thought that he stabbed him, but I thought that he pulled a gun on him to get him down the hill and to where he wanted them.
Oh, this is interesting. And this goes back to a lot of YouTubers that were telling Mr. Anthony Greeno to shut his mouth. Why? Well, because a year into the case, you heard his own words. A year into the case, Mr. Greeno made his documentary of how exactly the crime went down. When police released a press statement saying there's no one that would know what happened. That was never released. So how did he know about that and make his documentary before any of this stuff was released? Very interesting. Because the police did say only the killers would know, but he swears he knows exactly. That's what he's saying right now, folks. Shutter Island. It just flashes Shutter Island to me. Let's continue listening.
I thought the crime started on one side of the creek and went through the creek and ended up on the other side of the creek. Okay? And I thought that he placed the sticks on them to hide them from that location and he cut out of there. And guess what? Every single bit of that is 100% accurate.
But here's the thing, Mr. Greeno. Nobody knew about the sticks. Nobody knew about that. How can you say you called it when nobody knew the crime scene? Only the people that had the crime scene photos would have known the crime scene, right? That's very interesting to me. Very, very interesting. Now let's continue.
Every single bit of that is 100% accurate, according to court documents released by law enforcement and statements made by the defense, who's telling on themselves. They're just laying out the timeline that I created years ago. 4 years ago, 2018. What was that?
2018, Mr. Anthony Greeno made this statement when that I was watching the case in 2018 and Mr. Greeno's channel, and that was Bruiser, the Cruiser, and a bunch of them were all together. Supposedly Bruiser died or whatever, and Cat, God bless Cat, right? But here's the thing. These guys knew the crime scene before anyone else did. And I think that explains everything, folks. I'm seeing Shutter Island. Take your medication, Mr. Green. This is why your friends and everybody abandoned you. Because you're giving yourself away. You were there. Somebody was there. You know too much not to have been there or not to have known what happened. Now let's continue listening.
6 years ago, I created exactly what happened in the Delphi murders case on a recreation video. 6 years ago.
6 years ago, he created this crime before Bridge Guy even came on. Because nobody's seen Bridge Guy. The video wasn't even released yet. I don't know. All right, he solved it. This is too much for me. Let's continue.
I created that. And there's still people to this day that want to tell me that I'm wrong. Well, I wasn't wrong about Keegan Kline getting 20 to 40 years, and I said I'm seeing him getting up the hefty end of that, the back end, and guess what? He got 40 years in prison. Man, I was right. Boom. Nailed it. James Brian Chadwell,
Nailed it. He nailed it.
I called it.
Brian James Chadwell, you said he was in prison. He couldn't have done the crimes because at that time he was in prison. You're full of crap, Greeno. This is exactly what everybody was telling you. You didn't call. You didn't call Chadwell. You all of a sudden now you called Chadwell. This is unbelievable. This is why everybody is telling him he needs help.
70 years. He got 91 years. He's doing 70 something of it. Bam. Nailed it.
Nailed it. He nailed that too. Oh my God. He nailed it. Nailed it.
Come on now. Anybody else that I need to prove that I know what the fuck I'm talking about here? Okay.
The only person you need to prove anything to is yourself in the police station. Once again, turn yourself in. Quit this madness. Once again, don't lie, Greeno. You know who the heck I am. You've been in my chat before, and I was in yours, and I'm the one that posted in your chat, turn yourself in, and told your people he should turn himself in. Come on, Greeno, turn yourself in. You're causing more trouble. Think of your family and everything. Think of your friends and everything. And your channel. Think about your channel. He's going to sell his channel now. It's going up for $5.6 million. This is unbelievable. Let's continue.
Okay. What did I say? The defense team's lying. The defense team leaked this information on purpose. It shows a history. The defense team is a crock of shit. How long have I been saying this? And people are saying, oh, he's just a liar. He's a felon. He's a con man. That's all they got, dude. That's all.
Yes, that is all they got, Mr. Greeno, is you're a felon, a con man, a violent person, and the record shows it. That's why they're telling you that. You did nail that part. You nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it. I'll give you that, man. 2 thumbs up. You nailed it. But yes, that's why people are saying you're a felon because you've been in jail. You're a con. Yes, because you're conning people right now. Now watch. I bet you he throws up his PayPal or something real quick, or a Snapchat chitty chitty bang bang. Hold on a minute. Let's listen.
That's all they got. And you know what? I'm sinking threes, nothing but net all day long against these defense attorneys. And
Oh my God. He's sinking threes all day long against the defense attorneys. Him himself on a live said he couldn't go there because he'd be arrested. I wonder why. I wonder why.
and that's why, dude, you know what? If I was a defense attorney, I would kick some ass. Trust me. Because I'd walk in there and be like, nope, sorry, ain't happening. Don't give a fuck. And if the judge was to look at me and be like, I'd be like, nope, judge, no, listen.
Oh, now he's going to smack the judge. He's got his hand raised like he's going to backhand it. Are you nuts? And these people wrote the judge. You should have wrote the judge and asked for mercy, all of you. Because you're going to get no quarter. You're going to get no quarter here. This is hilarious. Now he's the one that solved the. He said this 6 years ago. I remember him and Sonny Justice battling out. They solved the case. And both of them were battling with each other. Greeno was off on it with some guy that was a known killer, and he was on. Oh, he was showing all kinds of people, and they're like, "No, that ain't the guy. No, no." But Greeno swore up and down that each time he said somebody was the bridge guy, he swore up and down that it was. This is it. This is the guy, and he was wrong every time. Only people that hung around these guys would have known this stuff. I don't know. This is just phenomenal. Now Greeno, the other week, he did a video stating he was there and he was missing for a whole week after the murders. And his own family questioned where he was and why he was walking funny, what his problem was, and all this. Come on, Greeno. You gotta get help, dude. You gotta get help. Get help. Stay off of the YouTube. And he's selling his channel uh, for millions, probably. It'll be out just like he tried to sell me a studio, a backdrop. Come on, Greeno, man. You're what? It just is unreal. He definitely needs help. No way around it. Shutter Island, I can see it right now. Let's continue listening.
We're not going to go down that road, are we? I'd hate for someone to slip and fall today. What?
Ooh, now he's threatening the judge, saying that he would hate for the judge to slip and fall today as he's holding his hand up. This is the crazy shit. This is why he's gone half nuts.
Wouldn't you? Brian Koberger is also guilty. Okay, for all those naysayers out.
Kohlberger's guilty now. He just called that one. We called that one a year ago. As soon as we seen the photo, Greeno, you were off on fairy tale land, licking lollipops and lampposts.
Out there, that are against him being guilty. He's guilty too. And our community would not sit back and be like, everyone's like, Richard Allen's rights, or we're up for the Constitution, we're this.
He's lost his mind. Someone get a hold of his family. He's lost his cotton picking mind. I ain't never seen anything like it.
Tractor Supply Chicken.
A position that
It is not clear that the sticks found on the girls represent Germanic rune script.
he went on to debunk all statements that the defense put in their motion, including that this was a ritualistic sacrificial killing. He stated,
Greeno, I watched so many videos of you telling people that it was the Odins. I just can't believe this. You're digging yourself a deeper hole. You're digging yourself a deeper hole. This is why people were telling you to keep your mouth shut, because you're implicating yourself. It's hilarious. And most of these YouTubers did, right? They had the photos, but they all claimed they didn't. They all were blaming each other. They were like rats in a sewer pipe when it fills up with water. They were ratting on themselves and each other. I can't have this. Is someone get a hold of this man? He needs to take a ride to Shutter Island. He deleted his whole channel and then got it back up. And everybody has been questioning, where are your videos, Anthony? We watched every single one of them. He dumped them all. Why? Because he made a fool out of himself and it implicated himself and threatened many women. He's threatened women I know. Oh, man. He's putting his own foot in his mouth. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. He goes with everybody else's stuff. Yes, she is. No, I got to get over there and we'll recap this Anthony Greeno thing. Folks, make sure you check out the great ATS news channel tonight. Look at, I got an alien outside. I know it's alien. I gotta go over it now, folks. Make sure you check out this ATS news channel tonight. This is the Chris Watts case. Make sure you get over there. I'm heading over there right now. You folks have a great night, and I'll be back with more of this Anthony Greeno confessions, which is, it's unbelievable. I don't know why he does it, but he does it. I don't know. I want to thank the great Debbie Fox. Why do we even need an FBI or CIA or Homeland Security when you got Anthony Greeno on the job? I don't know, kid. You got spunk. You're full of crap. We all got our waiters on. You're a great creator, but you're a madman. And maybe Shutter Island might do you some good, kid. It might do you some good. But you called this whole thing. You orchestrated the whole thing. This whole thing is based on your case. The government's using all your information to get this case in the court. This is just, I got to get over to Miss ATS News. You folks have a great night. Be safe.